Hey folks, Carpo here. This is about music, and this is one of the deepest, most intricate subjects I'm aware of in the ethereal realm, because music has been regarded by all churches as well as just all standard people. Whether you be a Christian or an atheist, you like music. Um, a lot of people don't, and I don't understand that, but that's not what this is about. Music, I'm a musician, okay? I play in a band, or I used to. I play bass guitar, I play acoustic guitar, I've written hundreds of songs. I play drums, the bongos, just about any instrument you give me, I'll try and play it. Music to me has become such a part of my life that I don't know where I would be without it. It's not just the playing music, but listening. I listen to every type of music. And music has so many connotations involved with it. It's almost like, first off, if you can do so many things with frequencies. It's not just about the music itself, it's about frequencies and the way they affect our bodies. There are tones called solfeggio, Solfeggio. Many of you have heard of those, and if you haven't, well, it's a series of frequencies. It's like 427 hertz and 500, 527, 643. It goes on and on. 741, and I can't remember the exact numbers, but it's a series of frequencies that are all supposed to correlate with. Some people say the chakras in your body. People use them for healing. If you haven't heard of Cymatics, which starts with the C, Cymatics, it's where sound frequencies alter water and sand patterns, create patterns within them. It's just amazing stuff. The applications for music are countless. You can take a frequency and completely level a house. You know, if you find the right frequency and the right vibration rate, you can start an earthquake with the right frequency. Or you can do something as simple as just blow someone's eardrum, or destroy a very, very small area of something. Frequencies can be used as a weapon, or they can be used to heal. But frequency generation isn't really what this is about. This is about music, because music is the different frequencies, and the way that they make a person feel are unlimited. I mean, you can be in the worst mood and pop on a certain song and it'll bring you back to a certain mode, or it can bring back an old emotion, or a really old thought that you used to have, bring back a memory of when you were young. Music can do so many things for people, but there's so many aspects to it that it's impossible to cover. It's deeper than just playing music, and that's why I'm trying to bring in all these other things like cymatics. And I want people to know that music is deep. Sorry, I got distracted there for a minute. Somebody was distracting me. Music has a way of not only drawing out emotions of people, but bringing people together in huge events. I noticed music has changed a lot. I used to go to a lot of Grateful Dead shows. Not a lot. I went to like 11 of them, I think. But that was a lot more than any other band that I'd seen. That was just in the early 90s, up until, Jerry Garcia died. And every time they came to Portland or Eugene or Seattle, or I traveled to California a couple times to see them, it was just this great emotion of just love. It was a bond. It was a group of people coming together over music. And that became such an important part of my life that, when it was over, I wasn't one of those people who strived to go to Fish shows, because I didn't really know the band Fish that much then. I love them now, but lately I've been going to Soak. It's the local Burning Man festival that we have. There's a regional Burning Man in each state. Most states have them. And I go to the one here for the last 3 or 4 years I've been going, and it's just a phenomenal experience. Out in the middle of the woods on private property, and everybody gets together and just dances and parties all night. But the big difference is our band played there the first year, and I wanted to get exposure, and like, oh wow, cool. People weren't that into the music, and I was kind of bummed out. Well, it's an electronic kind of thing. It's an electronic music festival. There's a lot more techno, and I was like, great, that's what this is all about now. That's what kids are into. So you either become defeated by it, or if you can't beat them, join them. And so I have always liked techno to an extent. I was into the Chemical Brothers and Propellerheads and stuff back in the late 90s, and I thought, okay, well, I'll check it out. And I loved it. I love techno. I love dubstep. I just let it be another music I like. And it brings out so much emotion, and what it is it's emotion that's not attached to any particular lyric or system. And that's the beauty of it, is electronic music can bring out so many different emotions because it's deep, deep, deep bass lines and really high-pitched frequencies. And if these frequencies are applied correctly, they can bring out some crazy emotions in you, especially if you've been eating psychedelic, but we won't go into that. Anybody, if you've ever taken a good dose of acid and listened to music, you can see the sounds. People talk about that. It's there's a name for it. It's where your senses get crossed. I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it. But yeah, some people have that permanently, where they see colors as sounds, and vice versa. And our senses are very delicate, and they are all intertwined in this one kind of sense that is the sixth sense, the sense that brings us all together when we listen to music. And that's why music is so important. And I've met people who are in their 30s and 40s who have never been to a concert, and I am shocked. I am utterly shocked. Shame on you in this day and age to never go to a concert. So if you're one of those, go. It's the best experience. You need to go see a really moving show, not a sit-down show, a stand-up and dance and cheer show. The kind of show where you walk out of there going, hell yeah. But don't be afraid to check out electronic music. And if you are into the kind of peace and love, respect of one another, and you want to check out Burning Man, and you can't go, like me, go to your local Burning Man, look it up. Just type in regional Burning Man in the state where you're at, and you'd be surprised you probably never heard of it, and it might be right down the street. Good times, good people, and you don't have to worry about people stealing your stuff and the shady side. It's just people who want to come together and feel the vibes. So music is a big important part of our lives, and for some of us anyway. And I just wanted to kind of make this to show that there are a lot of aspects. And one last thing is that light and sound are on the same frequency. They're both vibrations. And when people talk about vibrating strings or string theory or how the universe is vibrations, a lot of people don't understand what that means. What it means is that atoms come together because of vibrating energies. That's what holds things together. There are no actual, there are electronic bonds caused by vibrations, and we're not quite sure how it all works. But when you take that into account and you understand the vibration of a string on a guitar and understand that it's the same type of principle, everything is vibrations, and that's why music is so important, because it can bring things apart. Vibration can take things down to a bare element. That's what earthquakes are, is vibrations. And that's what sound is. So sound and light are on the same chart. So there are light frequencies that correspond to musical notes. There's a chart you can look up and see the frequency chart where it shows you the frequencies from the wavelengths all the way from sound up to microwaves and energy. When you listen to your radio, it's the same thing as looking at the sun or getting radioactive exposure. Or listening to music. These are all the same things, and they're all on the same chart. Everything is on one frequency chart. Light and sound are no different other than their wavelengths. So, with that said, do a little bit of research into it, and you'll see why music is so important. And go listen to a song. Turn this computer off and go listen to Fleetwood Mac or Slayer or Grateful Dead or freaking Justin Bieber, if that's what you're into. Peace and love.